on the case, and the case goes on for 2 years. Within that 2 years, all 4 kids get taken from the parents, and there's no contact with them from the dependency judge. Eventually, the public defender was able to get contact where they would have group therapy, individual therapy, and family therapy. And over the 2 years, there was litigation, there was motions, there was depositions. Everybody got talked to. All the documents of everything that got burnt, the couches that were destroyed, was all documented. It was a unique case, and what happened ultimately in the case was, usually as a defense attorney, defense lawyers tell their clients, don't talk, keep your mouth shut. Well, this was unique. So what happened was the public defender calls the prosecutor, the head of the prosecution and the sex battery unit. They all sit down for a meeting and say, talk to Sheldon. Whatever you want to know, he will tell you. There was no dispute that he handcuffed his daughter. The issue was whether or not it rose to the level of necessity and was it child abuse or not child abuse. After that meeting, a few more memorandums were sent back and forth between the public defender and the state attorney's office, and ultimately, after 2 years, the family was reunited. They're still going through therapy, but they're together, and all charges against Sheldon were dropped. I was Sheldon's public defender. I've been in court every day. I've done over 100 jury trials, every single type of case you could think of in the criminal court, from misdemeanors to felonies to major crimes to murders to death penalties. I teach younger attorneys how to do trials, the rules of evidence, the rules of trial procedure. I know what I'm doing in the courtroom, and I appreciate your support and your vote August 28th.
Thank you, Gabe. Folks, while I have you all here, I know a couple of you had a little problem getting in this morning. Does everybody know that you need to call Margie at 640-3111 and have her put you on the VIP security entry list for the delegates meeting? This way we can avoid any problems. And if you do have a problem, I know Scott had a problem this morning coming in, and I know he tells me he called. I know he called. So we've only had 1 or 2 fall through the cracks, but we need to know this so we can keep an eye on who's coming in here. Okay? And with that, I'd like to thank you all for sticking around. And voting is very, very important. I mean, the only thing I can tell you is remember that election in Riviera Beach, it was won by 4 votes. And those of you that don't know, I'm going to repeat this because I don't think it was brought up. The judges' elections are nonpartisan. You don't have to be Democrat. You don't have to be Republican. You can just vote. Okay, so with that, I thank everybody, and all you candidates, good luck.